When it comes to breaking stuff, America does not mess around, especially if that stuff is buried under 100 feet of reinforced concrete. Enter the 30,000-pound bunker buster, part bomb, part earth remodeling service. Recently, it turned the Houthis' underground hideouts into underground craters. But how did the US military go from regular bombs to dropping literal anvils from the sky? Buckle up, this is the wild story of the bomb that laughs at bunkers. The birth of bunker busters. The origins of the bunker buster trace back to the early 1990s during the Gulf War. At that time, the US military faced a significant problem: how to destroy heavily fortified Iraqi command centers deeply embedded underground. Prior to this, breaching such facilities required dangerous, often suicidal missions where soldiers had to storm bunkers with explosives manually. Realizing the need for a better solution, American engineers developed the first generation of bunker-busting warheads, the GBU-28. Weighing between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds, the GBU-28 was a remarkable feat of engineering, dropped from platforms such as the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber and the F-15E Strike Eagle. Initially produced by the Watervliet Arsenal in New York, early models faced skepticism about their accuracy. That skepticism quickly evaporated with the advent of satellite-guided navigation, which allowed these bombs to strike targets with precision, even in poor visibility caused by smoke or fog. Interestingly, only a small fraction of the GBU-28's mass was composed of explosives roughly 600 pounds. The rest of its mass came from dense depleted uranium, which enabled the bomb to pierce deeply into the earth before detonating. Smart fuse technology allowed it to explode only after penetrating multiple layers of hardened material. Before the GBU-28's debut, earlier weapons like the BLU-109B were used for similar tasks, but lacked the penetrating power needed for modern deep fortifications. However, by February 1991, just hours before a Gulf War ceasefire, the GBU-28 was put to the test. Two F-111 bombers each dropped one of these massive bombs near Baghdad. While one missed, the other successfully obliterated its target at the Alaji Air Base, shattering reinforced concrete and showcasing the incredible potential of bunker-busting technology. The weapon's success attracted global attention. In 2005, Israel became the first foreign nation to purchase 100 units of the GBU-28, receiving delivery the following year. The rise of deeper fortifications. As bunker-buster technology improved, so too did the design of underground fortifications, particularly in the Middle East. Drawing lessons from Yugoslavian engineers, Iran and its allies, including the Houthis in Yemen, began constructing intricate bunker networks buried even deeper underground. These highly reinforced subterranean complexes posed a significant challenge to existing munitions, prompting the US to search for even more powerful solutions. Enter the GBU-57, the 30,000-pound giant. The growing sophistication of underground bunkers led to the development of the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, a behemoth weighing a staggering 30,000 pounds, 6 times heavier than its predecessor, the GBU-28. The GBU-57 was not merely an upgrade, but a revolutionary leap forward in penetration capabilities. Development of the Massive Ordnance Penetrator began in earnest in the early 2000s, led by a collaboration between top American defense contractors, including Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, and Boeing. However, the project initially stalled due to a lack of funding. It was not until after the Iraq invasion of 2003 that the need for a super penetrator resurfaced. Post-invasion assessments revealed the limitations of the existing 5,000-pound bunker busters, which struggled to destroy newly reinforced bunkers in Iraq. This deficiency led to the revival of the Massive Ordnance Penetrator project. The Defense Threat Reduction Agency partnered with the Air Force Research Laboratory, Eglin Air Force Base, and Boeing to refine and manufacture the ultimate bunker-busting weapon. A major challenge remained. Deploying such a massive bomb would require a specially modified delivery system. The B-2 Spirit, the perfect carrier. The Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit stealth bomber was chosen as the primary delivery vehicle for the GBU-57. By 2007, Northrop Grumman secured a $2.5 million contract to modify the B-2's internal bays, allowing it to carry two GBU-57s simultaneously. With GPS-guided targeting systems, the B-2 could deliver these bombs with pinpoint accuracy while remaining nearly invisible to enemy radar. The first operational deployment of the GBU-57 occurred in December 2010, followed by further enhancements after Congress approved an additional $81.6 million to improve its capabilities. These improvements culminated in a weapon system unlike anything the world had seen before, capable of crushing even the most heavily fortified underground facilities. The Houthis challenge American might. The perfect opportunity to demonstrate the GBU-57's devastating power arose during the ongoing conflict with the Houthi rebels in Yemen. The Houthis, officially known as Ansar Allah, began as a marginalized Zaydi Shia movement but grew into a formidable Iranian-backed terrorist organization. Over time, they seized control of much of Yemen and expanded their ambitions, targeting American naval ships and attempting to control crucial shipping lanes in the Red Sea. In March 2025, following escalating attacks on U.S. and allied vessels, President Donald Trump ordered airstrikes against Houthi positions in Yemen. These strikes killed over 50 Houthi fighters, prompting even more retaliation from the group. According to the Pentagon, the Houthis had attacked U.S. warships 174 times and commercial vessels 145 times by that point, escalating tensions to unprecedented levels. The GBU-57 unleashed. On October 17, 2024, the United States launched a full-scale assault on Houthi-controlled bunkers in Yemen using the GBU-57 for the first time in combat. 5 major targets were struck in the Sana'a region and the northern Houthi stronghold of Sada. These targets included long-standing missile storage facilities built into natural caves since the 1980s. Despite the Houthis' advanced missile brigades and extensive Iranian-supplied weaponry, their deeply buried bunkers were no match for the GBU-57's astonishing penetrating power. The bombs shattered reinforced underground complexes, killing dozens of fighters in seconds and crippling vital missile storage sites. The world watched in awe as America showcased its unmatched capability to destroy even the most protected enemy infrastructure. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin hailed the strikes as proof that no target is beyond America's reach, no matter how deeply buried or fortified. The message was not only meant for the Houthis, but also for their Iranian backers, signaling that any future escalation would be met with overwhelming force. Global impact and potential sales. The successful deployment of the GBU-57 reverberated across the globe, raising both admiration and anxiety. Unsurprisingly, U.S. allies have expressed interest in acquiring the weapon. Israel, already the first foreign buyer of the GBU-28, is rumored to be lobbying for access to the GBU-57. However, the political complexity of arms sales has always been a challenge. While previous administrations hesitated to sell Israel high-end platforms like the F-22 Raptor and the V-22 Osprey, the Trump administration has reportedly considered allowing sales of both the B-2 Spirit and the GBU-57. If you enjoyed this deep dive into America's ultimate bunker buster, smash that like button. Like the GBU-57, smash those underground bunkers. Don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping military tech stories, and hit the bell icon so you never miss when we drop another bombshell.